I saw this video and I wanted to comment because she's talking about waist getting bigger. Hello, I'm Miriam. I'm a trainer, been a trainer for 12 years now. I'm also a corrective exercise. I do a lot of things. I have a lot of certifications, but I want to get on here and explain this to y'all because a lot of people don't understand. So with running, it's your waist is probably getting bigger. I say this because yes, you use your waist and your torso when you run, but also a lot of people in the comments and just in general, genetics play a huge role. I feel like some people can handle running and some people can't, depending on a lot of things. So for myself, I have a very type of body where my legs are hella high and then I have a small section for my waist. So here's the top of my rib cage, okay? And then here is legitimately my hips. So there's barely any space here. And with that, you can have a little bit more of a boxier shape if you build obliques. I work obliques occasionally, but you have to work them correctly because they are important. If your obliques are not strong enough, you're going to probably start having issues. Okay, so let me show you. So here's this. Here's my hips. So with that, you're not going to have as much space here. So if you are running and you build up this section, you will completely look straight down. And I tell a lot of people, you can try to keep that curvature, but at the end of the day, your midline like this is caused from having a bigger gap. If you don't have a big gap, you probably won't have a super hourglass shape unless you get like, you have wide hips. If you have wider hips and you have that, sure, you probably can give that effect. But talking about the concept of runners have this sort of body type, it depends on the person. Because you see track runners and black girls and stuff, and their bodies are like this. They have thick legs, their waist is snatched. And a lot of that has to do with genetics and also how you eat. If you're eating like shit and your first place you put on muscle mass is your midsection, which is a lot of people, it depends on everyone, it's different. Certain people end up building faster in certain areas. So me, I build really fast up top. I've always been super strong up top. So I tend to chill on up topness because I don't need to build like that. But my lower body doesn't build like that, okay? So if you're eating like garbage, okay? If you're eating like garbage, even if you're running, you're still going to build muscle. And it's going to get thick looking because you're not eating clean. So all you're doing, okay, come with me, okay, listen. All you're doing is building muscle, but you're not having low enough calories to burn the fat that's on top of the muscle, okay? So when you build, so let's say my arms, everyone's like, your arms are big. No, they're not. But you can also tell it might not be a lot of body fat, and I'm not saying it is, but you could still see that I have body fat on top of my arms. If I continue not eating clean, it just keeps getting bigger and then my arms look bigger. But when I lean out, okay, and I'm starting to get lean, you can see it across my chest. But when I lean out, my arms get really, really small, okay? Just because I'm losing the body fat on top of the muscle, all right? So that works with your core. That's why I tell girls, stop doing weighted core exercises if you do not have a small waist genetically, okay? Sorry, I had to make that shit clear. Y'all think y'all doing your little setup with the fucking machine's gonna fucking build your stomach and you think it's gonna snatch your waist in. It doesn't work like that, babe. It doesn't work like that. If you have a big enough gap, so if you're, let me just say, you have a small rib cage and you have wide hips and your gap between your hips and your rib cage is bigger and deeper and and then it gives you the hourglass, sure, maybe you could hit core, like weighted core exercises, but you don't need to do weighted core exercises because all that's going to do is build on top of your abs and not hit your inner core. Your inner core is the one to give you that flat stomach, okay? I started where y'all started, okay? And I put it on my website too, on the bottom of my bio, talking about my business. You can see me where I started, where I was doing mostly weighted core exercises, to not now and doing more Pilates style core exercises. And it's not even Pilates style. It's just using my inner core and learning to connect with my body. Okay? All right, that was a lot. So, once again, if you're going to do weighted core exercises and you do not have the genetics to hold that small waist, okay, you better eat clean. Because the only thing, if you see my results before, back in the past, when I ate clean, I shredded up, flat stomach. When I stopped eating clean, I got bulky. I don't even know if I can find it. Well, give me some. Let me find a picture. All right, so I found the picture. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is, I don't know what it's doing, but this is what I looked like before. Okay, so that's what I looked like before, okay? That was when I was doing weighted core exercises. Yes, my diet was good, but my stomach was kind of pudging out, okay? Right now, my abs are not tip-top, obviously water weight, so I'm going to show you what I look like from avoiding that. And I'm also like 30 pounds more muscular. All right, so this is, I don't really take pictures like that in the gym as much anymore, but here's my waist now. And I'm also 40 pounds thicker, but you could tell my waist is a lot. It's not as bulky. It's not puffed out as much. And I am actually less leaner than I was back then. So that's another reason why I'm going to show you this too. It's because they might be like, oh, well, you're kind of obviously my waist still looks like shape-wise the same, but it's not as puffy, and that was the goal. And I'm also 30 to 40 pounds heavier, and I'm higher in body fat percentage. So that already tells you enough that how you train depends on how you look. And honestly, diet has a little bit to do with me personally, because I also tend to gain my weight in my upper body, so I don't gain it in my core like that. So when I'm shredded, I'm like, okay, I haven't been shredded forever, so I'm going to show you a shredded picture of me, like lean as can be, but I was a lot lighter. All right, so throwback. So this was when this was my leanest ever. No, this was lighting, but this was not me flexing. I was not flexing in this picture. This is how ripped I get when I shred out. And this is what happens to your core when you shred out. Now, I haven't been this shredded in forever since I've changed my routine on how I target my abs. And I'm trying to get back to this because I want to see what my abs look like now, since I'm not using weighted stuff anymore. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know this. Don't be afraid to run. It's not gonna hurt you. Your diet plays a huge role. Yes, a lot of girls, well, I've been running and I've lost weight in my legs. But yeah, you might have. But I see a lot of runners that run and their legs look great, bikers too, but then they have the gut. It's because the gut's still there, just because they're not eating like they should be. And they carry all their body fat here. Of course, you're going to lean out in the areas that lose body fat, but you're going to maintain the areas where you gain easily. Come on now. That's where the diet comes in. So here's your chance. Fix your diet up. Stop doing weighted core exercises. If you're going to run, eat clean. Stop eating. And that's another thing people don't realize. You want a flat stomach or you want a smaller waist, hinged waist. Most of us women carry it here. You want a hinged waist? Girl, baby, you want a waist like Lori Harvey, them girls, fucking all these other girls that look good. Look at their diet, babe. They literally eat lettuce, salad, chicken. They eat mostly greens. You only see them eating mostly green vegetables, barely any carbs and protein, and a lot of cardio. And yes, they do Pilates, and you think Pilates is the only thing that's going to get them there. No, babe, you have to do cardio, and everyone's different. Once again, so I hope this helped. This little education helped. I've been in the same predicament, and I just want to give y'all some hints on how to solve this problem and back off on the carbs. You want a smaller waist? Back up on the carbs, babe. Back off the carbs. I'm sorry. I know we love carbs, but if you want a snatched waist, it requires to eat vegetables. Sorry.